My great-great-great-great-grandparents came from Hanover, Germany. They were some of the first settlers in the state of Colorado. They homesteaded here and they had 5 children that were born here.
You know, the Windler family lived there for over 100 years. The historic homestead and the life that the Windlers had there was just such a rich story. Finding a way to kind of incorporate that into a new park and give it a new life was really the starting point for the design.
The vision for Windler was always to take these different pieces of property and create this wonderful master plan with a new urbanism focus to bring to bear best-in-class amenities, parks, swimming pools, clubhouses, to honor the Windler family with the 1881 park.
The Windler location is really special because of its close proximity to Denver International Airport as well as downtown Denver. It spans E470 corridor, which in the next several years will see a huge influx of growth.
And you can see 470.
Yeah.
You can see Plains.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have your Pikes Peak down there. You kind of through, Then you have Mount Evans covered, and then you'll have Longs Peak. These are your 180 views to the southeast and the northeast.
It's a beautiful day and a phenomenal piece of ground and quite an opportunity, we think, for not only ourselves but our builder partners and for the city of Aurora.
I got a call from Chris one day and he said something like, "We need to meet tonight." I thought, oh crap, we're in trouble. It turns out he says, "We want you to start working on this fabulous big project."
Don and Chris, they really started with the vision for this place and saw what it could become, and I think it's just been such an amazing process working with them because they were so clear from the beginning about what their goals were.
Windler is a whole threshold, more exciting, more visionary, and more current. And that's what Windler's all about, is to meet that new understanding that in today's world we are trying to build community through public space. We're trying to improve public health through active movement outdoors, and we're trying to create stability in a community by mixing different kinds of people together for as many intersections as we can accomplish.
You want to bring people to central areas with lots of different things, lots of different opportunities, whether you're young, whether you're old, and that's what makes communities great, right? Is that everybody has a place that they can engage in and they feel comfortable in, and so I think we think about that with everything we do.
When we were designing and planning Windler, we were thinking about creating a great place. That's really what Alberta focuses on, is creating great places.
We're trying to build a community, a place that over multi-generations will be a desirable place to live where people know each other, and so that takes a fair bit of choreography in the design world and understanding how people behave, what their desires are.
Well, we're going to be creating great trails, great parks, great community, and some of the art of placemaking, as we view it, is about creating great streets and great connectivity for cars and bikes and pedestrians, and the connectivity needs to go to somewhere cool or interesting or great, right? Connectivity for its own sake has no meaning. But we have amazing parks that are being envisioned by our incredible designers.
We probably will have accomplished more green space and connected green space where you can leave your home or your apartment, your condo, and you can walk or bike anywhere within the community.
What creates a great community is this sort of tapestry of a wide array of public spaces. Small, narrow, large, connected, disconnected, all of those things are composed here at Windler to create a great lifestyle.
What we found in these desirable Denver neighborhoods, that in the teens and 20s when those neighborhoods were built, there weren't big builders. There were little family builders. Maybe they could do 4 houses in a year. And so they would buy 4 lots, and the next 4 lots would be a different builder. So in Windler, we're trying to add new layers of complexity. And so if you were to look at the plan, you would see each neighborhood is quite different. There's different mix of housing types, there's different kinds of open space, different kinds of streets, different patterns. Some are going to feel more conventional, some are going to feel more innovative.
We also wanted to provide a mix of product types and different homes that people could buy, whether you're doing a townhome or a paired home, then a single family home. When there's also a place where you could move within the community, which is really special. You might buy a townhome and then in a couple years buy a single family home just down the street, or vice versa.
So We're trying to balance all of those things to make a rich place that has distinct individual neighborhoods that have their own character, but yet they all come together to create one community.
I wonder if the design of a place can be designed to enable and facilitate a wide range of human experience. And I believe that these places that we create are fundamental to the cohesion of our society and the building of community, because people experience the same human experience together.
Overall, a creative vision that would be bolder, richer, and not the norm. Someone at some point in time in 1880 decided to make this place their home and ranch this land. And so to us, there's a bit of a thematic tie that we're going to bring people back here to homestead and develop their own lives and perpetuate their dreams here. And so that's been pretty inspiring to us.
We went back and forth and exchanged a lot of ideas, and ultimately Catherine very much adopted what we were doing and was very appreciative of the design and length to which we went to honor her and her family.
Dawn and them were, out of all of the neighbors and people, to find someone who would actually hold their word to this is pretty incredible, because I would have never let it go without this.
The Windler homestead was such an important landmark for the Windler family, and they'd have had their family there for generations. And so being able to take that and transform it into something new that for years to come people can enjoy and live in.
That's the most exciting thing, that we're creating from nothing, from these plains that just had yucca on them, right? You create these houses where people live, and they have people over for Thanksgiving, and they celebrate milestone life events like anniversaries and birthdays, right? In their home. And that home is going to be in Windler.
I get really passionate thinking about this is where people are going to call home, this is where people are going to work, this is where kids are going to be raised, this is where empty nesters are going to have their grandkids come on holidays. And that's very, very meaningful and special to us, and we want to make sure that we honor those future visions by creating the best place we can.